Hello, and welcome to a balance series. Today we're going to work from the standing position and we're going to practice some very basic balance moves. You may want to be near a wall or a chair, and I'll show you some ways you can utilize those props when we get to that point. So for now I want you to come into your basic standing mountain pose. Feet underneath the shoulders, toes facing forward, arms relaxed at your side. I'm just going to take a few minutes to warm up the breath, warm up the body, and warm up the spine before we get into any movements. So just feeling strong here. Let your feet ground down into the earth. Feel the strength in the legs, but a little bit of softness in the knees. As you feel that power moving up the legs, finding some balance in your hips, you may need to shift front and back or side to side. Find that neutral position. Spine lifts tall as your shoulders lift up, back and down. Arms relaxed at your sides as you focus on some breathing. Just building up some heat in the body with the breath. And with an inhale, if you like, lift those arms up overhead. Nice big inhale. As you exhale, the hands float back down. Chin can drop to the chest. We're going to repeat that one more time. Inhale and lifting. Elongate the spine at the top. Exhale, arms and chin float down. One more time, we're going to inhale up. This time as we exhale down, we're going to change it. So inhale and lift. Nice. Great stretch at the top. This time as you exhale, we're going to fold forward. Bend the knees. And you might want to just rest your forearms on the legs for a simple forward bend, or you may want to go all the way down to the ground. On an inhale, we're lifting back up. Exhale, pull those hands back down into prayer. Nice little warm up for the body. From here, back to mountain pose. Now we're going to lift up on the toes. Very simple balance. You may want to hold on to a chair, prop one hand against the wall for support, and we're going to try to balance that weight evenly across all toes. We have a tendency to roll to the big toe or the little toe, but we want to try to balance out on all. So for practice, I would invite you just to lift the heel of one foot and kind of feel that weight shifting to the big toe, to the little toe, and then balanced in between. Let's try that with the other foot, just for practice. Lifting the heel, rolling to the toe, rolling weight out to the pinky, and kind of balancing in the middle. So now you kind of have a feel for what we're aiming for. So if you can, we're going to inhale, lift up on the toes, find a focal point, something down low is going to help you stay balanced, and your arms can do whatever helps you feel steady. Lifting up is going to make the pose a little harder. Lifting out, still a little harder. This is a hard side of easy. Hands in here will be easier, and hands at the side, easy. Go ahead and release back down. Go ahead and wiggle your toes, release that out. We're going to rebalance the foundation, getting your legs in position. We're going to move into a chair. So it's almost as if you're sitting back in a chair. If you're unsure about your balance, you may want to have that chair behind you in case your weight drops so you don't fall. So we're just going to keep the knees over the toes, weight into the heels. So you should be able to lift the toes and wiggle them. And that's how you know your weight is distributed evenly. You can sink this down as far as you like to go, and you can bring those hands into prayer. You can reach those arms straight out, or you can reach those arms overhead. Due to my neck injury, I do not reach arms overhead, but you can. You can feel that power building in the legs, and we're going to just release out. So we're going to go work those three moves in a series, and we're going to add on a tree pose at the end. So from our mountain pose, nice big inhale. When you're ready, lift up on the toes. Still breathing here. Shifting the weight back down. Weight into the heels as we move into that chair. Still breathing. Now we're going to drop the arms, straighten back up. We're going to move into very simple tree. Balance on that right leg. Toes are still loose. Lifting that left heel. Toes on the floor, hands into prayer. Nice simple balance here. Still breathing. You can lift that foot up higher. You can lift those arms up higher. There's several options here. We're just exploring the pose here. So kind of see where it works for you. Arms are a bonus, so we're really working on practicing balancing on that one leg. Go ahead and releasing side one. We're going to balance into the tree on side two. So energy pushing down into the left leg. Lift that right heel. Stay here. This is a great challenge for your balance. If you don't have strong skills there, lift that foot higher if you can. You may be able to bring that heel all the way up to the groin, and you may be able to grow branches on your tree. Again, whatever feels right with the arms, we're experimenting here. Kind of feeling how the pose works for us. I'm going to release side two. Now we're going to flow through all those moves on one side and then the other. So back into mountain pose. Nice big breath. Let's inhale those arms up. Exhale, folding forward. Nice breath at the bottom. Inhale, lifting up. If you like, lift up on the toes here. Change the arms if you need to. 2 or 3 breaths here. And when you're ready with your timing, transition right into your chair. 2 or 3 breaths in this position. We're going to move into the tree. We're balancing on the right leg first and lifting the left. So take your time building your pose, using the wall or the chair for support. It's okay to hold on to the wall, hold on to a chair. You're still getting some practice for your balance. Releasing this side. Right to the top as we move to the other side. Inhale up. Exhale, fold. 1 more breath at the bottom. Inhale, lifting up, rising up to those toes. Moving into the chair when you're ready. Weight shifts into the heels, toes are loose, hips sit back. Couple breaths here, and we'll transition into tree. We're balancing on the left leg. So take your time moving out. Feel that energy shifting down into the left. Building your pose. Taking your time. Your pose does not have to look like mine. We're releasing side two, closing out with a big inhale up. Exhale, hands back to prayer. And thank you for joining me.